We're going to walk you through the J&L oil separator installation for your Mustang EcoBoost. Including the J&L kit is a fully assembled oil separator with quick connect fittings, a mounting bracket, some mounting hardware, a nut, bolt, 2 screws. The tools you'll need for installation is a 10mm socket, an 8mm socket, an extension, a ratchet, an 11mm wrench, Phillips head screwdriver, and a Q-tip with motor oil. Let's get started. Our first step, we need to remove our engine cover. There are 2 10mm nuts and 2 8mm bolts. There's a 10, an 8, and an 8. So go ahead and get those fasteners removed. And you're just going to pull up on the cover and set it to the side. All right, we need to locate our PCV line from underneath the vehicle. For a spot of reference, here's your oil filter. There's the starter. And then you can see the PCV line is that line with that 90-degree fitting going right to the block right here where my light is. And that's the fitting we have to release. That's got a push button on the top of the fitting. So we're gonna have to press that down. I have to push up on this rubber hose that's right above it and then pull that fitting off. Okay, that fitting came off. Get a better look at this. You can see where you release that fitting. So now we just need to release it from the intake manifold up top. Now the intake fitting is down here. Here's your throttle body. Directly behind it, you can see the white push button tab. You're going to press that button to release that fitting and push the line off. You may be able to do this with your hands if they're small enough. If not, you might need to use a tool to press the button while you push the fitting. All right, so the secret to getting this fitting off, what you're going to notice is it's got some wiggle. Okay, it can push down. If you push it all the way down and it's on its stop, it's going to be very difficult to release. You actually need to push it up, and this will allow you to depress this button all the way. And when you know you got the button depressed, you'll see it flex at the bottom. You see the little feet come out here. Okay, so that's when you want to push the fitting away. And if they pop back, you need to push the fitting back forward and release them again. You might need to pry it with a little flathead. Okay, see that fitting pop past that ridge, and now it's off. There we go. Okay, hard part's done. Now you're going to want to fish your line out of there. It comes out. So I'll show you. These are those fittings. So this is the button you're pressing on. See it when you do that, it flexes the little clamps there. Now we're going to take our J&O oil separator, we're going to prep it for installation. We're going to install the mounting bracket onto the oil separator. Just align the two logos so they're facing the same direction. And then use your supplied screws to mount the separator to the bracket. Another thing you want to do before installation is inside these fittings there's two O-rings. These fittings can fit pretty tight when they're dry. So just grab a Q-tip, put a little oil on it. Any motor oil will do. You can also use grease. And we just want to put a little oil inside the fitting. And this is going to help us easily install it onto our factory fittings. Another thing to note is that these fittings move. So these will spin 360 degrees. They might be stiff to break free initially, but they will, as you just heard it click, they'll break free and spin. So keep that in mind when we're in the car. These may not be facing the correct direction they need to be. So they might need to be pointed up, left, right. You can do that. And also how these fittings work. This is the equivalent of what's in your car, the male fitting, okay? So in our fittings, in this current variation, you're going to press that on. You're going to hear that snap. This portion here is a lock. Okay, so that makes it so it can't release. Then to remove it, you have to pull that lock up. And then you have to press this portion in that looks like a big thumbnail to release the fitting. So they release easier than OEMs because you have more surface area to press that button down. Okay, so lock, unlock, like so. Inside the can, there's a filter. You'll notice these hoses are both the same length and the fittings are the same. So inside the can, you have the filter here. The filter is on the O side of the can. This is going to be the hose that runs to the engine block, the one underneath the car, okay? The one with the open port is going to go to the intake. So dirty air comes in, gets filtered, clean air passes through. All right, now we're going to work on getting our oil separator into position. Have both of your hoses shaped like the letter U. The hose on the C side is going to run to our intake. Let's go ahead and spin the fitting back facing you, facing the oil separator, because it's going to plug onto the back of the manifold. And then the hose going down to the engine, we can leave B because we can adjust that under the car. So the one going down to the engine, just tuck into the back. And then the one going to the intake is going to go down underneath the throttle body. And we just want to get that into place so we can bolt our oil separator down. Take your supplied nut and bolt. If you have a strut bar, you may need to remove your strut bar to get to this area. And we just want to get this bolt started. Don't tighten it up all the way yet because we may need to pivot the can. All right, so for our intake hose, it's down around the throttle body. We're going to come back up. And plug that onto our intake. Remember to engage that lock. So that part's done. Back under the car, you can see our hose from our oil separator. It's tucked right here. So we just need to plug that onto the PCV valve, which is going to be hard for me to record for you. gonna feel for it. There it is. Snapped into place. Engage our lock. You can see that right there. Again, coming down and around. Just a simple loop. No kinks in our hose. And we can even see our intake fitting way up there too. That's your connection. Back up top. Need to just double check our hoses here, make sure they're not interfering with anything. And then we're just going to tighten up our mounting bolt. So you can just hold the nut with your finger underneath to get it started. And then we're going to grab our wrench. That nut underneath is an 11. Or probably a 7/16, but an 11 works. And the nut on top is a 10. So that's in place. Reinstall our engine cover. Just align it with the studs and your oil fill cap. Reinstall the hardware. Now that your installation is complete, what we suggest you do is after 1,000 miles, check the contents of your oil separator. These EcoBoost engines typically put about 1 ounce of fluid in these oil separators about every 1,000 miles. The can holds 3 ounces. So check it at 1,000 and that'll give you an idea of how frequently you really need to check yours. People that live in cold climates in the wintertime, you will see increased collection due to condensation buildup in the can from the temperature difference of the outside air versus the very hot air that's entering this oil separator. So we appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, please reach out. We'll see you on the next one.